What up, my galactic soul family? Roll my window up so you can hear me. Put the air on so I don't melt. Get all sweaty and ugly before I get to work. So, can you guys feel the energy that is coming in? The Schumann, did I check it? I think I meant to, but I forgot to. So I don't even know if there's any spiking going on. I believe the geomagnetics are low, which is good because that cosmic energy can come to the planet a lot easier and shower us with its cosmic love. So we can get those I was gonna say downgrades, those upgrades, those downloads. So I survived work yesterday. Yes, I did. And it felt good to be me. Now I just need to complete myself and dye my hair pink again. I won't do that. I do miss my pink hair, but it was a lot of maintenance. It really was. And then I ended up having to cut a lot of it off because getting it back to blonde was a difficult task, and it made my hair mushy. I could go like this and my hair would like stretch and break. It was bad. I had to cut my hair like up to here. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with my hair for a while. Just gonna leave it alone. I do miss the pink, I miss the purple. Maybe I'll get some temporary stuff, who knows. But freedom of expression, that's so important. I can't believe I forgot how important it was, because it feels really fucking awesome to have freedom of expression. We're all artists. We're all artistic in our own right. So, you know, society has a really fucked up way of taking away your freedom, taking away your artistic expression of how you express yourself. Because if you have tattoos or nose piercings or the big ear piercings or an eyebrow piercing, tongue piercing, or you know, whatever it is that you like and you do to yourself, society says, hey, that's not appropriate, or that's ugly, or that's satanic, or that's not professional. I don't think having pink hair is unprofessional. I don't think because I have pink hair, it means that I'm not going to take my job seriously. That's like saying that I have blonde hair, so I'm just dumb. And society has been programmed to think that women with blonde hair are sexual, slutty. They use a lot of women with blonde hair to advertise, you know, like to do commercials, photo shoots and stuff like that to sell products. Marilyn Monroe, Madonna, the blonde hair, the blonde, I don't know. They market, we all have an image. And if we're not able to express ourselves, then you will be very depressed if you cannot express who you are and stand in your truth. Hold up, guys. Gotta pass this car. It's carrying a whole bunch of logs and shit. Don't want that to hit me. Be like that Final Destination movie. God forbid. I don't think tattoos should define you. Just because you have tattoos doesn't mean you're a badass, a murderer, or whatever they think people with tattoos are. Spent time in prison. The stereotypes are fucking crazy. I hate stereotypes because they're not true. Even though a lot of them, they're not true, but they portray something that has a little bit of truth, but they're not 100% accurate. body piercings. They think you're Nemo, or is that the right word? Nemo? Emo. Nemo. Nemo's that damn fish. Emo. They think you're emo. Or whatever. I don't know. Be whatever you want to be. Just be you. Society, I spoke about this like a couple of videos ago, a couple of vlogs ago, when hippies, they were free beings, and they had their long hair, they walked around barefoot, they were in training with the energy of the planet, everything was peace and love and harmony, and everything was, they were connected, they were very spiritual, free human beings. And then society said, well, you need a job. You can't live life off the land and be barefoot with long hair and smell like a tree. You need to cut your hair. You need to wear a long sleeve shirt and hide those tattoos. Put a band-aid over those piercings. For the men, they had to shave their face, cut their hair off. For the women too, because in the 80s they pushed a lot of short haircuts. It was trendy to have short hair, so that's how they get you to do a lot of the things that they program you to do. They make it cool. It's cool to have short hair. It's businesslike. They don't allow you to have freedom of expression. So be free to express who you are. I understand that it's hard to do when you're working. It really is. So for me, I can't go to work with pink hair. I probably could. I'm the rebel that would probably just try it and see what they would say and be like, oh, you have to change your hair back, and then I would find a loophole to fight it, because that's the rebel ass that I am. But you gotta pick and choose your fights. Is this a fight that I want to have right now? Nah. I got a lot of other shit to deal with. I'm also one of those people that when they tell you can't do something at work, I want to see it in writing. Give me the employee handbook. I will read it word for word, and I will pick out the loophole words, and I will challenge you on it. Sometimes I thought I should have been a lawyer. When I was younger, I used to argue a lot to get my point across. Even if they felt my point was wrong, to me I was right. So who are you to say I'm wrong? If this is how I feel, I'm right. Why am I wrong? Because you say I'm wrong? No. So it's like I had to prove my point, my perspective, to show them another side, so that they, even if they still felt that it was wrong, it was for them to see both sides, not just one side. And that's what's wrong with this world, is everybody wants to see life one way. They're not willing to, see different perspectives. And I think that's very important on this path to ascending, is being open to different perspectives and not just one, yours. Doesn't mean you have to agree to them, but just be open to seeing, because you may change your perspective when somebody shares theirs with you. Going the same way I went to work yesterday, I'm wondering if there's going to be a detour again. We shall see. Oh, that other way was really long. I like just to get on the parkway, boom, bam, I'm there. The scenic route is just too scenic for me sometimes. I just want to get to work. I survived work yesterday. I stood in my power. I expressed myself. That was the point of the video. I expressed myself. It felt really good. I felt amazing. Energetically, I felt amazing. And it's like I remembered who I was, and I was able to be like outside of my body but be within my body. I had a lot of those moments yesterday. So I think that I have a new challenge. So yesterday I stood in my power, everything changed, shifted, everything was great, grand, I loved it, felt great, felt so good. But there's a challenge. Remember that woman I was telling you guys about that I thought was my future me? Could possibly still be, I don't know. I'm starting not to like my future me, if that's her. She's a little demon. I said she was my angel, but I lied. She's my little demon. She's my dark fucking shadow, yo. Just before I left work or home, I told my husband, all right, I gotta go fight my fucking dark side. Yesterday she is sabotaging me. Oh God, I don't think I've ever been sabotaged. Maybe I have, I just can't remember right now, but it's been a really long time if I have. It's too long of a story to go into, but I took over my power yesterday. So there's me as, you know, I'm the manager there. And then there's her, which they made her a manager because she was training all the new staff, because she's been in the business for over 50 years. She's 74, I think. So we needed somebody to come in to show all of us, you know, kind of how to run a restaurant. I've never ran a restaurant. I've worn many hats. I've done restorations, mold restorations. I worked with my brother doing plumbing. I've done electrical work with my brother and my father. I've done maintenance. That's how I started off in property management. I started off doing cleaning apartments, doing maintenance with the guys, because they would leave their shit around, and they would leave all the stuff for flooring and the molding and the trim and stuff. So I would put it up because it was kind of in my way. And then my brother came in one day and saw that I did the job, and he was like, who did this? And I was afraid to tell him I did, because I thought I fucked up. And then he recruited me to his team because I did a good job. And then I've always done like manly stuff, masculine kind of work. A bump. The sign said bump. And I've always enjoyed that because I've always liked hanging with the guys. Hanging with the girls, I don't know. I'm just not like I'm real cliquey with females. They have to be, I don't know. I have more man friends, guy friends, masculine friends. I guess if the girls are more masculine, maybe I think we click pretty well. I'm not materialistic. I hate shopping. I don't like gossip. I don't talk about married problems, boyfriend problems, guy problems. I don't talk about feminine problems. I think I'm just very masculine as a female. So I've always just naturally got along with the guys. And it's 9/11. And so I've always had jobs where it's been very masculine. So I've always been like, you know, doing that kind of work. But then, and then I had my own detailing company, doing boats and stuff like that, traveling the marinas. I learned that from my mom's boyfriend in Florida, traveling both the east and the west coast. And then I moved out here after those 3 hurricanes hit in Florida. I moved to live with my father, and he lives out here in this country. So I was like, where am I going to work? And yada, yada, yada. So I took my trade and got licensed out here, got my DBA, and started up Gabby's Detailing. And I was doing boats at the marina as an independent contractor, cleaning, detailing, painting. And then I was also doing mold restorations on the side, working for Rainbow International, which is Mr. Reuter's sister company. And then I met my husband, and you know, we were talking, but then when we started dating and then I moved in with him, he says, I don't want you doing this kind of masculine work. He's like, you're such a beautiful woman, you should be sitting in an office or something. So my dumb ass was like, okay. And I took an office job. So I went from cleaning, maintenance to rental agent. I knew nothing about renting apartments, but I faked it until I made it. I pretended, yeah, I know everything that I need to know. Yeah. I fed them all the bullshit they needed to hear for me to get the job, because they got to train you anyways. That was my train of thought. So yeah, I got trained and did all that stuff. I did such an amazing job that I became assistant property manager to property manager, and I was one of their top selling agents or rental agents. And I always made a lot of money, you know, because you get, what's the word I'm looking for? An incentive. I was always getting those bonuses, those incentives, so I did really well. And then also when I met my husband, I started managing his career, his music career, because he kind of retired. Long story short, his wife had him leave the business because of jealousy issues. So I got him back in the business, reconnected all his bridges, started booking all his shows, and then from there I started connecting with other artists like Stevie B, Lisa, TKA, stuff like that, people like that, and I became a booking agent as well. And then I would do property management on the side, booking music on the other side, and marketing. And then so I stayed in property management because I was really good at it, and I stayed in the music industry because I was really good at it. And then I took that 5-year break when I moved up here to Western New York, and I've never worked in I've worked in the restaurant business. My mom's side of the family, they've owned restaurants and worked restaurants their whole life. I've always been in the restaurant. I've been a server before. I worked in my family's restaurant here and there. I didn't like it. I just did it because I needed the extra cash. So when I took this job at the marina, I went to take the job for the marina for marketing, to market the marina, to market the restaurant. And then they knew I had this management experience. They knew that I worked in a restaurant before, and they knew that it was in like my 20s. Not even. Yeah, it was like all of when I was a child, and had to make my first Bloody Mary when I was 5 in my aunt's restaurant. So, but I haven't been in the restaurant business since I was in my 20s. And I told them that. And they're like, okay, it's all right. At least you have some of the knowledge. Can you just cover the floor? Because their manager left and they didn't have one. So I covered the floor. It was supposed to be temporary. Temporary turned into permanent with a title and a pay raise, which I'm totally grateful for. And I'm learning a lot. So they brought this woman in to kind of guide us, train us on how to run a restaurant. And they kind of made her like the marketing manager, training manager or something. I really don't know what her title is. I don't really give a shit about titles. I just know that she plays a role in training some of these people. Well, she and I were really cool, but she razzle-dazzled me, and she put me under her spell, and I fell asleep. And I forgot who I was. I forgot my power. I forgot who I was. I felt weak and vulnerable. I felt like I didn't know how to do my job, like I wasn't good enough for my job. And then this going to work started to become depressing for me. And I figured it out. And I still want to thank the glitch for helping me help wake me up. And my husband too kept telling me, you know, don't trust that woman. I see something in her. I'm like, you don't see nothing. You don't know what you're feeling. Because he doesn't believe in that stuff, so I didn't take him seriously. Should have listened. Can't believe I'm saying that. Can't believe I'm admitting that. I should have listened. So yeah, she razzle-dazzled me. She put my ass to sleep. That doesn't happen very often, because usually I'm very good at picking up on people's energy, but she's got one up on me. She's got a couple 100 years on me. I hope she'll watch this video. That's gonna be fucking crazy, but whatever. I said it. So fuck it. So that's the mentality I had yesterday. Went to work and I was like, Chuck don't give a fuck. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do my job the way I do my job, the best that I can do my job. She did not like that. So she's my dark side. My dark side is very, get out of the road, stupid little bird. Stand in front of my car. He's like, what? Got a worm. So my dark side is very controlling. And it wants to have control over everything. And I've been working on that for very, 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 very long time. I didn't think I was still very controlling. Thank you, Glitch. Reminded me, showed me, yes, Gabby or Witchy, you're still very controlling. So I have to release. You know, I'm like literally fighting myself. So yesterday I was standing in my power, doing my job, whatever. She comes in, she wants to change what I'm doing to do it her way, but her way don't work. Everybody keeps coming to me to tell me that her way don't work. They're very confused. They're very unorganized. So I finally was just like, okay, we're going to go back to my way. So I went back to my way, and she 100,000 times kept trying to come up and sabotage me and do all these things. She did sabotage me. And when I tell you she sabotaged me, just take it for what it is. She really did sabotage me. It was really unprofessional. But you know what? I rolled with the punches. I rolled with the energy. I wasn't going to allow me to get all flustered and out of control and cranky or whatever she was trying to do. I remained calm, collected. There's no parking at work. I feel like I'm in the city again. I remained calm and collected, and I think that really just burnt her ass even more. Like she just kept pushing. Like she was trying to push my buttons. And that's when I had that moment of standing outside of my body, looking in at me, looking at her, and looking at her, and I saw this darkness around her, and I was like, she's my fucking shadow. She's my darkness. She's my darkness. I'm not hating on it. I'm embracing it. I'm honoring it. I'm accepting it. I'm surrendering to it. My shadow can kiss my fucking ass because it will not break me. I'm going to break my shadow. I'm going to shine light on my shadow. Yes. So it's kind of cool when you become aware and your consciousness expands and your awareness expands and this knowledge comes into you. So when you're allowed to express, yourself, freedom of expression, to be yourself, and you allow yourself to be yourself, you will be powerful. You know why? Because you're a fucking goddess or a god. You're a fractal of source. You are a fractal of soul essence. You are a godling having an experience here. And these experiences can sometimes ultimately be tests for you, depending on whatever your mission is. Why are you here? And for a very long time, I did not know why I was here. But I'm starting to learn why I am here. And I'm here because I'm on a mission. But at the same time that I'm on a mission, my essence is having an experience. Okay? I'm a very masculine person in a female body. My last soul life was me in a man's body. Very masculine. And very egotistical. Very powerful. So this time around, this lifetime, I was put into a female's body. It's kind of like karma, to feel everything that I did to myself in my last lifetime, I'm being challenged on in this lifetime. So power, having power, being in control is a struggle for me. Like I have to have control. So yesterday I had control, I stayed in control, but I also surrendered to it. And surrendering to it allowed me to stay in control, if that makes sense. And it's like I held the cards. And wow, I just seen the weirdest thing. As I'm talking to you, in the corner of my eye, I seen like a monk, like with his monk hood on, like bowing down, like on his knees, like he was praying. But when I actually looked, there's nobody there. It's nothing. That was kind of cool. Having a moment. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're struggling with being true to yourself, I challenge you today to say, I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me. I'm going to be me today. And then I want you to comment down below and tell me how it went for you. Share your experience with me and everybody else that's going to read your comments after they watch this video. Because society has spent your whole life programming you to be who they want you to be. And then everybody around you looks at you the way that you, how can I put this? They look at you and they expect you to be the way you're supposed to be programmed to be. And when you are not that way, they judge you and they hate on you. And then that takes away your power. So I want you to take your power back, and I want you to be you. And I want you to express yourself. Stand in your truth. And I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to be you. If you have to say a mantra, say a mantra. You know, I used that spiritual water on me. And I like put it all over me, and see, I have this little altar at home, and I talk to so some people pray, and then, you know, they pray to God or whatever, whoever you pray to. But I don't pray to God because I am God. I'm a goddess. I'm a fractal of source. I am a godling. So when I talk to spirit, I'm talking to my whole divine spiritual team. That includes my angelics. And the water, the spiritual water, is just a tool. And you really can't incorporate tools in your life until you understand the journey. But I use the spiritual water, and I talk to my spiritual team, and for me, it just made a difference. And I use symbolism a lot. You know, I wear it a lot. But it means something to me. And you can program things to mean something to you. And even if it's just a mental thing, if that's what you need to make you strong, to get you through this challenge, do it. Use the spiritual water. Use the symbolisms, the evil eye, the crystals, the pentagram, whatever it is that you need to make you feel strong, to help shield you so you can get through this challenge. Do it, because I challenge you to do it. I don't want you to have fear. And when you feel fear creeping in, think of me and say this. It's funny. Chuck don't give a fuck. I don't know. It's just like the attitude for me. Like that attitude was like, And I don't know. It kept me strong. And every time somebody came at me yesterday, that would have made my power dwindle away, or make me like feel like I don't know what I'm doing, or made me feel like I was less than. That little derogatory mantra was like what I needed to give me that attitude, to hold that strength and that power to stand in my truth. And it may not work for you, but it worked for me. So you come up with whatever you need to come up with. If you need to listen to like a Tupac song before you go to work today, or step out into the world today to give you that confidence, do it. Do whatever it is that you need to do. But you know what I need to do, you guys? I need to get my butt inside. I gotta go fight my shadow. She's gonna give me a run for my money. I know she is. Because yesterday was something. So I know that ate her ass all night. And she probably didn't sleep. She's probably thinking of some other ways to screw me over today. I'm not manifesting it. I'm being aware of it. It's a difference. So I'm not going to allow all that. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be happy and bubbly and shiny and light and get this day over with. I love you guys.